Hello, my name is Brad. I'm with Unication USA. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to add quick call 2 tones to P25 trunking. The first step into adding quick call 2 tones to P25 trunking is you want to open up the 4.0 PPS. Next, you want to navigate to tab E, View/Edit Existing Profile. You want to double click on the CP file that you're wanting to add your tones to. Once your CP file is open, you want to navigate to tab E2. Everything that relates to trunking is located in tab E2. As you can see here, I have Ohio marks as our example for today. And if you're wanting to add quick call 2 tones to your trunking system, then you want to click on the subgroup box. I don't have any tones listed. I'm going to click add. Another window will pop up. It says new P25 trunking subgroup. This is where you're going to add your tone settings. So the group alias is what you want to name it. You could choose your alert mode, your alert tone, whether you want voice storage enabled or disabled, your relay control on or off, your background color. Then you have your phase 1 and phase 2 sections. Now, if you don't know if your trunking system is phase 1 or phase 2, we always recommend adding your sets of tones to both sections. So for this example, I'm going to choose the number 9 range and the number 16 range. You always want to make sure that your A tone is within the correct range and your B tone is within the correct range. So I'm going to add those both to phase 1 and phase 2. I'm going to select short tone for 2 tone. I'm going to make sure both are enabled. Now I'm going to click OK. As you can see here, we now have a tone listed in our subgroup list. We click OK, and now we have one subgroup listed in our box. So our next step is we want to navigate to E4, and we want to add a P25 trunking protocol so we can use those tones. So as you can see here, I don't have any protocols listed, so I'm going to click add, and I'm going to select P25 trunking. I'm going to go ahead and name this QCII. Under E4-2, it says P25 trunking protocol parameter settings. So you need to confirm with your county or your radio administrator what the parameters are for your tones and make sure that these numbers match your tones so the pager will alert properly. Next, we need to go to tab E7. Under tab E7 is where you're going to create your knob position where you can listen to your talk groups and for your pager to alert with your quick call 2 tones. So I'm going to double click on knob position 1 because it's blank. I'm going to set up a trunking talk group scan. I'm going to name this channel as QC2. Once you click OK, it'll bring up all your channel settings. I'll start with trunking system. You want to make sure that your trunking system is selected that we've seen earlier in tab E2. You want to make sure under the P25 trunking protocol that you want to select the QC2 that we added in E4. That was a trunking protocol that we added and named QC2 in tab E4. Now, if you're wanting to use your QC2 tones on this knob position, then you need to change your binding feature to subgroup. Once you change your binding feature to subgroup, that now associates those tones that you added in E2 to this knob position. So now we're going to scroll down. Function settings are going to stay default. Secure settings are going to stay default unless you're using encryption. Now we're going to navigate down to our talk group list. So what you want to do is you have talk groups available on the left, and then you have priority and non-priority talk groups on the right. So you want to add the talk group that those tones are going to come across to the priority box on the top right. I'm going to use Unication for today. Now I want to click on 0 subgroup. So once you click on that link, a P25T subgroup setting box will appear. And this is where you're going to add your quick call 2 tones to your TGID or your talk group. So next you want to click on 0 subgroup. And now as you can see here, we have our one subgroup that we added earlier under tab E2. I'm going to check mark that in order to bind this to the talk group. I'm going to click OK. And now it says 2 subgroups, and the reason why it says 2 subgroups is because we added those to phase 1 and phase 2. The PPS counts that as 2 separate quick call 2 tones. So now we're going to click OK. As you can see here, it now says 2 subgroups. And this is all the steps needed in order to add Quick Call 2 tones to your P25 trunking system. Thank you for watching.